Hey, I want to welcome you to the Patty Sadler Show. What an exciting show I have today. I have a great lineup of some special inspirational guests. First of all, we'll have Chase Burch, who is a cancer survivor and who is an advocate for St. Jude's. And we also have a young entrepreneur named Brooklyn, who is going to share her little boutique with us. And then Season, who will be speaking to us about her business and some of her things that she's doing. And she's also an advocate for St. Jude's as well. So I'm really excited to hear their stories and share their stories with you. First of all, I would like to welcome on the show Chase Burch. And Chase Burch is, she is a brain cancer survivor who is now 7 years cancer-free. She, not only has she had a miraculous recovery, but while going through her treatment, she started a program called Hats and Hair from Kids Who Care. It's a nonprofit charity that gives hats and hair and comfort items to kids with cancer. And we'll talk about her program. And for the last 6 years, she has also had the honor of working as a national spokesperson for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, often speaking in front of thousands of people. And so let's welcome, and thank you for being here, let's welcome Chase Burch. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thanks for
What an honor. Oh my gosh. So I've done a little bit of research about you and kind of been checking around on some things. And I would like to share a clip of a commercial that you were in before we proceed any further. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and show that commercial.
But last year she was having trouble reading.
I had a bad headache.
Yeah, I know. It was a brain tumor. Her doctor sent her to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We have the largest, most successful pediatric brain cancer research program in the world.
This story has a happy ending.
So will yours, sweetie.
Give thanks to the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. Donate now at stjude.org or shop wherever you see our magnifying glass.
Wow. Young lady, I almost want to just well up in tears right now myself. What an amazing person you are. Okay, so you're 7 years cancer-free, is that right?
Yes, 7 years.
Why don't you share with us a little bit about your story so that people can know what's been going on? What happened to take you to that place?
Well, when I was 10 years old, I was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, which means I had a tumor at the base of my brain. And so after I had my surgery here, we went to St. Jude for my treatments, and there we invented what's called a hat and hair. And what happened was
Can I see that?
Yeah. What happened was we went and got me wigs right before I lost my hair. My mom picked up one of these hair clips, and but I really didn't like the wigs because they're really itchy and scratchy, and I didn't like them at all. And one day my mom just put the clip on the hat and she said, "Hey, Chase, look at this." So I put it on and it made me look like I had just a little ponytail, and it's just great that just a little invention that you can wear, and really helps because you can wear whatever hat you want. You can take it off, put it back on, and you can be blonde one day, red hair the next, whatever you want.
Okay, well, that's really great. Can you tell us about your story of when you found out that you had cancer? What happened?
Well, when we got the diagnosis, they told us all these things that might happen, and
the night
that
before
could
the
go in,
choir's
and
final
treatment,
performance,
and I wouldn't be able to go to school or do all these things. And after the doctors left the room, my mom turned to my dad and said, "This is not our only option. Find the best place for our little girl." And thankfully, that was St. Jude.
Thankfully. And so that was kind of inspiration maybe on your dad's part to decide to do, and I understand that your dad did a lot of research, and when he did that research, he came up with St. Jude's, is that right?
Yes.
So then you had to go and stay at St. Jude's. They accepted you into the program.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us what that was like to go to St. Jude's?
Actually, the first time when we went to St. Jude and we walked into the hospital, I didn't even realize it was a hospital because there was murals and everything, and it just looked, I thought it was like a really nice hotel or something. I didn't realize it was the hospital until they started weighing me and stuff. I was like, oh, this is the hospital?
Wow, that's kind of nice. That would make you feel less inhibited
Yes.
And so
everyone's so nice and sweet there and make you feel like you're family.
That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. So, Chase, you went through treatments, and the treatments went for how long?
It was about 8 months total. I had 6 weeks of radiation, then I got a month off, and then I had 4 months of chemotherapy.
Okay, I think it's also important to mention that in St. Jude's, they have a program, and correct me if I'm wrong, where your insurance, whatever your insurance covers, you don't pay any money above that.
Exactly.
They help to cover those costs. St. Jude's is an amazing program that has helped so many people to overcome their cancer and so forth. And so I think it's incredible that we have that option available, right?
Yes.
And it's incredible that you got to utilize those services.
Mm-hmm.
So after you went through all of your treatments, I happen to know that you have been talking to thousands of people, and she's a spokesperson for St. Jude's, right?
Yes, yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about your involvement with St. Jude's now?
I help out usually with whatever I need to. They'll call and say, are you available for this event? And I've done dream homes and spoken at events and just things like that.
What a sweet girl, and what an inspiration. I understand you are the founder with your mother on a program, the Hats with Hair.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, we call it Hats and Hair because when we found out that I was going to lose my hair, my friends back home, they wanted to start raising money for me to get wigs, but I already had wigs, and so I said that I'd just like to help other kids who were in need. So they helped raise money and donate hats so that we could start giving them out to kids at the hospitals.
Wow. And I guess the kids were tickled pink
Yeah.
when they got to have a hat with hair.
Yes, yes.
And what kind of response have you had outside of the hospital? Have you had a pretty good response?
Yeah.
Worldwide? Is it worldwide?
Pretty much.
It's so awesome. And so, you know, I have to commend you, because not only are you a little superhero, but you're also a very strong, powerful woman, and you have overcome, you beat blastomelanoma, is that what it's called?
Medulloblastoma.
Medulloblastoma, excuse me. But you know what? From what I understand, you took it on in a way that was a little bit different than most people. Would you like to share how you overcame your fear for the fear of the cancer?
Yeah. When I was diagnosed with my cancer, people just started calling me Supergirl, and we kind of just took that to heart, and we that's kind of how we got through it, just the superheroes, and that I really was a superhero, and that I was getting these superpowers through my treatments and all these things, and like my MRI that I had to stay still for an hour in, it was a time machine, and that just all these things that really helped.
Wow. So I know you can't give me much information, but isn't there a book coming out that you and your mother's working on a book, and you're working on some other projects?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about any of them, or no?
Yeah, my mom's working on telling my story through a book called The Bravest of Superheroes, and she's also trying to write a screenplay to make it into a movie, hopefully.
Now that's exciting. So let me ask you, where do your proceeds for the Hats for Hair go?
It's a nonprofit charity, so goes right into getting the clips and getting more hats and donations and everything, and we have a GoFundMe account that we have people donate to.
And that goes to St. Jude's, or it goes for the hats and hair?
It mostly goes to the hats, and then we
Okay.
donate the hats
And then you create
hairs.
those.
And we have like blankets and comfort items.
Oh, can you show us some of these comfort items that you have?
We
that-
have like little
you're-
blankets for anyone. This
Wow.
is like a little boy blanket.
Oh,
for,
look how sweet that is. It's so soft.
like pink for
Aw,
girls.
we love pink. I'll take this one home. Oh my gosh, that is so soft. And you know, these are comfort items. You think about these children that are going through therapy and are facing a deadly disease. and they are afraid for their lives. And so they have to find ways to be super strong and have the power and intent to heal themselves if they're able to. What a comfort some of these things can give to them. And so do you make these yourselves?
Yeah, we make the we get the fabric and then we do the little ties, just simple
Wow.
little things that
So
they're really soft
you can
and warm.
go to on Facebook. You can go to Hats and Hair from Kids Who Care, and you can hook up with Chase, and she's also on Facebook as well. But you can hook up with her, and please, people, this is something that is really going to make a difference in the life of a child somewhere. To have these comfort items, to have a hat with hair, it's pretty frightening when you lose all your hair, and it's a change in lifestyle, everything. You don't know what's going to happen. I would recommend, and I'm going to pledge to a little donation. So I'm going to pledge a little donation to you guys today. Wow, these are beautiful. So I would invite you to go to GoFundMe for Hats and Hair from Kids Who Care. I would invite you to go to Facebook, to the page for Hats and Hair from Kids Who Care. Check out Chase Burch as well. She's a very strong, powerful advocate and inspiration to all of us. And I want to thank you for being here on the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Having me.
You're such an inspiration to me. What a special girl you are. Now we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after this.